Namaste everyone. Today we are going through the new chapter comparing quantities, chapter number 8. So let me define first ratio. So what is ratio? When two quantities having same unit are compared, they are known as ratio. So let us take an example. Okay, suppose Ram is a person. Ram, okay, Ram is having Ram has height 5 feet and Shyam has height 6 feet. So here the two quantities are height. Now we will be comparing the height of Ram and Shyam. So this can be written as height of Ram is to height of Shyam, it is equal to 5:6. So this is the way how can we compare the quantities, and this is known as ratio 5:6. You have to keep in mind that while comparing, okay, the two quantities should have same unit. As you can see, feet and feet, both are in feet, so we can compare in this way. So this is 5:6, that is the ratio of Ram and Shyam height. Now let us go to equivalent ratio. Equivalent ratio. Let us take two ratios, 2:4 and 4:8. Now 2:4, it can be written as 2/4, which is equal to, if I reduce it, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, it will be 1/2, that is 1:2. Again 4:8, it can be written as 4/8. So let us reduce it. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, that is 1/2, that is 1:2. Now you see the ratios are equal, 1:2. Again here also 1:2. When the two ratios are equal, then we can say that these are in proportion. Okay, and these are in ratio, because the two ratios are equal, that means the two ratios are equivalent. And when the two ratios are equivalent, this is expressed in proportion. Okay, so we can write in this way, 1:2. This is the proportion symbol. Okay, 4 proportion to 4:8. So this is the proportion symbol. So when the two ratios are equal, that is known as actually equivalent ratio, and equivalent ratio is expressed in proportion. It can be expressed in proportion, because if the ratios are not equal, then we can say that these ratios are not in proportion. And if the ratios are equal, as you can see here, the ratios are equal, then only we can say they are in proportion. So this is all about ratios and equivalent ratio and proportion. Let us move to unitary method. And this and in class 6 you have one chapter, there you have got the idea what is actually unitary method. Okay, so let us go to unitary method. Okay, now I shall tell you about the unitary method. To know about unitary method, let us take one example. So cost of 10 pencils equal to rupees 20. So if I ask what will be the cost of 5 pencils? Okay. To calculate the cost of 5 pencils, at first we have to find the cost of 1 pencil. That is the unitary method says you have to bring to 1 unit. Okay, so how to find this? Cost of 10 pencils equal to rupees 20. So therefore cost of 1 pencil equal to rupees 20 by 10, which is equal to rupees 2. Now we have to find the final value. Therefore the cost of 5 pencils equal to rupees 2 into 5, which is equal to rupees 10. So this is all about unitary method. Means at first you have to calculate in 1 unit, then the required unit you have to find out. So this is all about unitary method. Okay, let me solve now question number 1b of exercise 8.1. You can see that it is given 15 kg to 210 gram. So we have to find the ratio. Now how can you find the ratio? It is equal to, so you write at the numerator it will be 15 kg divided by 210 gram. Now as you know 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So 15 kg it will be 15 into 1000 gram divided by 210 gram. So now you can reduce it, 1010 it is cancelled, and 15 and 21 definitely it will, we can reduce it by 3. So 3 5 is 15, 3 7 is 21. So this gram and this gram is cancelled. Okay, so 5 into 100 it is 500 divided by 7. So the ratio is 500 is to 7. So this is the ratio. So in this way we have to find out the ratio. So the rest questions of question number 1 will be your homework. You will be trying at your home. And if you find any difficulty, in my next online class I will be clarifying your doubt. So with this I want to conclude. That's all. Thank you.